Today is a special day for Alex and Steven. We're off to explore Allianz Riviera, a sleek, eco-friendly stadium designed by Jean-Michel Wilmotte and home to OGC Nice. Football, architecture, or just cool discoveries. This place has it all. In fact, this is our second stadium on the French Riviera. Yesterday we explored Monaco's Louis II Stadium. Make sure you watch that video through the link above or in the description of this video.
Another day, another adventure.
Okay.
We're the early birds, like literally early. To get there, we hopped on the L3 tram from Alsace-Lorraine station in central Nice. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes and has its own vibe. We love visiting places in the morning while the city is still waking up. No crowds and no lines, just that calm, dreamy vibe that makes you feel like you have the world to yourself. Nice's tramway is a lively blend of metro and classic tram. At times it dives underground like a metro, then re-emerges above ground, weaving through the city's streets and soaking in the sunshine. The stadium sits outside the city, and the location is kind of surprising. Right in front of it, you'll find a massive shopping center. Nice Valley is a large shopping and entertainment center located just in front of Allianz Riviera Stadium. It's a surprising mix of everything you need after a stadium visit, like restaurants, cafes, shops, and even an IKEA. Football plus IKEA isn't a combo we expected today, but here we are. Whether you're looking for a quick snack, a coffee, or a full meal, there's plenty of options. The atmosphere is lively but spacious, making it easy for families or groups to relax after exploring the stadium. We, of course, took the wrong stairs and did a full detour, but being early has benefits. We still arrived perfectly on time and even discovered two cool things: the futuristic exterior of the stadium and a piece of street art called Le Ray by Antoine Graff, honoring the old Nice stadium. Le Ray by Antoine Graff is a large street art style installation created to honor the old Le Ray Stadium, which was the historic home of OGC Nice before Allianz Riviera was built. The artwork mixes graffiti lettering, bold colors, and sports symbolism, kind of like a tribute to the club's past and the supporters who lived so many football moments there. Inside the entrance hall, there's already a buzz, a shop, fun interactive installations, immersive screens, perfect to keep kids busy while waiting for the group. We booked a stadium tour and the National Sports Museum right on their website. Tickets cost 18 euros for adults and 12 euros for anyone under 18. Watch our National Sports Museum visit in the link above or in the description that is full of fun facts and cool stuff. The tour officially kicks off where the players arrive on match day. This is the spot where the team buses pull in and the press snaps those iconic arrival photos. Right in front of the changing rooms, our guide shared the history of OGC Nice, the club colors, the badge, and yes, what those three letters actually stand for: Olympique Gymnast Club, founded in 1904. Fun fact, the club's nickname is Les Aiglons, the eaglets, a nod to the eagle on the city's coat of arms. Interesting fact about the eagle symbol coming later in this video. Then we stepped inside the players' changing room. The chairs look like seats from a luxury sports car, all red and black, and ridiculously comfy. Steven immediately grabbed Bombito's seat like he'd been drafted that morning. The coolest part, Bombito actually started his youth career at CS Saint Laurent from 2004 to 2013. And look at Steven now, sitting on that chair on the same club jersey from the same club where it all began, sharing the same competitive spirit. The craziest part is that just a few months earlier, Bombito visited the Montreal Saint Laurent soccer club. Steven actually got the chance to talk with him, take a photo, and get an autograph. All the kids were beyond excited. A real star visit, long before seeing his name here at OGC Nice. Moments like that feel unreal. Who knows? Maybe one day it will be Steven's name on that locker, carrying on the tradition and making the next generation of fans cheer. Dreams start small, and sometimes they start on the same field.
As you can see, we are in the main changing room, first changing room of OGC Nice. And I will start to talk about some cases and number of the players. As you can see, so there's some cases when there is no name and no number. That's because sometimes when the team will bring a young player from the academy, they will not know who will perform so good. So we don't know who it is. We can't put any name. So it depends on the performance of the player. And also next to the captain, number 4, Dante. He used to play in Bahia, Brazilian player. So he's the best player actually in Nice with Murphy and there's also Guesson, yes. And next to him, there's no case with no number and no name because as the captain, he got the place for him and the place for his stuff. So he can do whatever he wants with that seat. And also, if a young player will be crazy, like he will go everywhere, being not good, he will sit next to the captain also to not do some crazy things or bad things.
Next stop, the recovery area. A giant cold pool. No joke, ice water to recharge legs after intense matches. Then, the warm-up room with synthetic grass, goals, and space to stretch and focus. Everything is designed for comfort, performance, and team spirit. Then came the biggest contrast of the tour, the visitor team changing room. Same rectangle, but very different mood. Gray walls, plain benches, nothing fancy, definitely not screaming, welcome, make yourself at home. Messi, Di Maria, and Neymar were sitting right here. Even the refreshments are different. Instead of a fancy cold pool, there are jacuzzi and 2 tubs made from industrial bins. Not too motivating. Football psychology is real.
Now for all the players, so they will do the cold bath inside this place. So they do cold warm like the other one, but you can see.
From there, we entered the press room, and it was huge. This is where post-match interviews are streamed around the world. The boys sat on the same chairs used by international media and players. They were shy at first, but who knows? Maybe in a few years from now, those interviews will happen for real. The guide showed the photos from past events, matches, even concerts. With soundproof translator booths and a full multimedia setup, it feels like a mini United Nations of football. And then, the best moment, we walked out onto the edge of the pitch. The stadium opened up around us like a giant spaceship of steel and glass. OGC Nice games can host around 35,000 fans, and the acoustics are insane on match days.
When they go on the pitch, and it's usually the place also where the hymn of the club will start. During the pitch, they will hear it, and it's called Lisa la Bella.
Today, the grass was under the renovation, so instead of a perfect green carpet, we got to watch the rare maintenance process. Football magic doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it looks like a science class. In 2014, OGC Nice let fans and local school kids name the club's eagle mascot. Over 3,000 suggestions came in, but 2 stood out. Nikaya, meaning victory, and Méfie, Niçois, for watch out, suggested by a student. The vote was so close the club held a final round, and on May 17, 2014, during the last home match against Lyon, Méfie was officially announced, a small event full of local pride and community spirit. Kevin Annen was a rising star at OGC Nice. Football was his life, until a car accident left him paralyzed. His career ended, but his spirit didn't. In his honor, Nice retired his number 17 jersey, and fans still cheer for him at the stadium, a tradition that keeps his presence alive. Kevin found a new path, coaching, mentoring, and inspiring others. Even off the pitch, his love for the game shone bright. The boys couldn't resist playing with the ball as soon as they got close to the pitch. You could almost feel their excitement bouncing around the stadium. Pure energy, friendly rivalry, and that dream every kid has of one day stepping onto the real field. Fun fact, the stadium was built with eco-technologies in mind: solar panels, rainwater reuse, natural ventilation, which is why it's often called one of the greenest stadiums in Europe. Walking through Allianz Riviera, you really feel how modern and forward-thinking this place is. It's not just big and impressive, it's thoughtful. The stadium was designed with the planet in mind, using clean technologies to lower its footprint. The roof above us holds thousands of solar panels, quietly turning sunlight into power. Rainwater is collected and reused instead of wasted. Fresh air flows naturally through the structure, cooling the space without heavy machines. Even the skeleton of the stadium includes sustainable wood, reducing the impact of construction. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. And of course, a must-stop is the official OGC Nice boutique in Old Nice. Check out our shopping experience in the video link. Honestly, the jerseys are some of the most stylish we've seen, and you can watch how Steven and Alex decide to personalize theirs. From far away, it looks like a futuristic spaceship. Up close, it feels like an idea that belongs to the future, where sport, architecture, and the environment work together instead of against each other. No wonder Allianz Riviera is often called one of the greenest stadiums in Europe. It's a reminder that even in a noisy world of football, concerts, and cheering crowds, we can still find smart ways to take care of the planet we're standing on. And honestly, that makes the visit even more special. Tour complete, hearts full, and camera rolls overflowing. Truly such a fun visit. And the adventure didn't end there. We crossed back to Nice Valley for a well-deserved snack, because exploring stadiums makes everyone hungry, especially little future football stars.